Therapy is on. I'm going to turn it off right now. I'm not doing this on purpose. It's the disease. Hi, I'm Juan, married. I'm a father of 2 young men, grandfather to a beautiful little girl and a young boy. I guess this is my story. I was maybe 12, 13 years old. I started bussing tables at a restaurant. And I noticed when I served soup or put water in a glass that my hand shook. I didn't think none of it because my grandfather, my mother, they all had tremors. As I got older, it progressively was getting worse. At work, they used to call me Shaky Mo. Pick up a tray. If it had weight on it, it didn't shake as much. If I had empty glasses, you could hear me, going down the hall. Somebody had told me I might have Parkinson's, and I went to multiple neurosurgeons and medicine. Just prescribed the pills, and that was it. It got to the point where it didn't work. Turned me into a zombie. We heard about a neuro test they were doing. Dr. Gigante, he made me feel like I was sitting in my living room and he's talking to me like a friend. By that time, it wasn't just my hands. My head was shaking. My legs were shaking. So I was losing my balance. I'd fall sometimes. I was afraid I'd end up in a wheelchair or dying at a young age because of the disease. I was just up for anything at this point because I was going nowhere. So we set up for the surgery. It was probably the only surgery I wasn't anxious prior to. That's how comfortable he made me feel. Him and Fred were unreal. He did it so quickly, so efficiently, and him and Fred made it so, easy to go do that. I got a little nervous when they woke me up the first time from the anesthesia because I felt uneasy. But that's when they started asking me questions. Juan, rate your name. Hold this glass of water. And I was like, wait a second, I'm not shaking. I was like, this can't be. He did tell my wife while I was under that the surgery was 100% success. He was very happy. The second surgery, I had to go in and they had to connect the wires to a battery on my chest. But once I was done, I had to wait a week or 10 days to program everything. I actually have a video of me at Dr. Shaw's office of the first time where she would make me hold a glass of water or do the same test I did prior with the pen, and then she would adjust the frequency or whatever with the equipment. And we got it to a point where, like now, I'm not shaking. I was in tears. And I was happy. You're tricking your brain. Your brain now is concentrating on the stimulant to certain parts of it. If you turn it off, it goes back to where it was before. I have it on my regular phone. It's an app, okay? So therapy is on. I'm going to turn it off right now. I'm not doing this on purpose. It's the disease. If you don't mind, just hitting the red button. And you don't have to tell me. I just feel a surge of electricity going through my body, and see the difference? And that's controlled on there. I went almost 10 years without eating soup at a restaurant. The day we left their office that I was programmed per se, we went right to my friend's restaurant and I had a bowl of soup. And even a glass of wine, I picked up a glass of wine without spilling it or without holding it with 2 hands. He did something for me that there's no money in the world I could repay. I really can't. Thank you. They saved my life. They saved my life.